Hello and welcome to Love Island the morning after, the only official Love Island podcast in the universe from Saturn to Pluto. This morning, joining us, we have Anastasia Kingsnorth, content creator and podcaster to the stars. And we have Dumped Islander, the wonderful, the magnificent, the Emma Milton. Woo! All right, guys, there was a lot of open mouth kissing going on last night, so I think we just crack straight on with it.
Yeah, we should. Emma, well, nice to have you here this morning.
Thank you.
Looking tanned, looking fresh.
Thank you very much.
So, please describe your time in the villa in 3 words.
Short, sweet and real.
Oh, okay. Good words.
Short and sweet like me. Obviously, it was a very short time, but I feel like every minute in there, I just stayed true to myself. Like, you couldn't pay me to fake a situation. Like, it's all over my face.
You got one of them faces.
Got one of them.
I got one of them faces. You can see all the emotion written over it all the time, yeah.
Good
Gets
or
you into a
bad.
lot of trouble though, doesn't it?
Good or bad, it can be either way. But for me, I just had to be straight. And obviously, I saw things about, I've sealed my exit from the villa, but I would much rather seal my exit and have it the way it went than just being in there and not being like straight. So
you held your own with integrity, and we love to see it.
Integrity, better word.
Given your time in there then, if you could go back in time in a time machine, is there anything you would change?
I would probably change nothing. Like, I would have gone in earlier if anything.
Hashtag no regrets.
No regrets. I would rather have gone in earlier. And in my mind, I was like, oh, yeah, Omar's cute. And then...
Omar.
Oh.
And then, as I was flying, he must have been flying home. So we were just like planes in the sky, literally.
Like planes in the sky.
Goddamn. So it wasn't like the most perfect situation, but I went in, I tried. Honestly, all the guys are so nice, but if you haven't got that, like,
that is a shame. Will you be hitting Omar up now you're out and he's out?
Who knows?
I've seen him in person. He's a good-looking man.
He came on the
chiseled.
pod.
We met him the other night.
Anything you want to tell us that we should know about?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Well, also, Emma, we've seen that there's been some new bombshells gone in the villa, and we've also seen Harry. If you were still in the villa, do you think you would have gone for him potentially?
Big Harold.
Listen, Harold. To be honest, I am very partial to like a cheeky like lad. He's giving off proper lad vibes.
Yeah.
He seems just like really confident and he seems like a little vibe, not gonna lie.
It's a shame you've missed out on a couple of nice boys
All
here,
that
isn't it?
time.
Really bad luck. Yeah. Maybe you need to like find a 4-leaf clover or
please give
get
me
a horseshoe.
Please,
Just do some kind of luck ritual. Obviously, whilst we were watching the episode as well, you were talking about your icks. And there seemed to be a never-ending list of icks, which are really quite bizarre as well. So I'd love for you to share it with everyone. Obviously, this is the circle of trust.
I don't think
no one else hears it.
Only us and like the actual viewers, but it's only the pod listeners. No.
I'm not getting much
many.
circle of trust vibes right now, but you know what? I'm going to say it anyway. The main thing for me at the beginning was when Connor was telling me that he's a rep and used to like stand with a clipboard.
It's the clipboard.
It's the clipboard and the polo t-shirt and meet them when they came off the coach and tell them about like the boat parties and the drinking games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, like my head was going, stop it. But I was just like, ick.
So no tour guides for you then?
No.
Man's just trying to make a living. He's just trying to earn some bread.
Listen, everyone, I respect the hustle.
Is a rep not quite sexy? Is it not quite a sexy
There's
thing
different
to be
types of reps.
Maybe.
Because I'm imagining like glow sticks and like, the UV parties and stuff like that.
I can't imagine Connor doing that.
Yeah, well, he did a
Really?
preview. I saw the preview because I said, go on then, show me. And probably that's what I did. I actually really
Why
did.
did you?
I
You basically said, oi, show me that ick,
I
mate.
literally
Just
really
show me
did
it in
for
real
myself.
life.
But I just had to see what he was talking about and maybe that's where I went wrong.
You got any icks?
I actually don't have loads, but it's just so ridiculous.
Okay, go on.
This is more like if you want to be put off someone, imagine them doing this.
Oh, I'm
But
scared
it's so
now.
random.
Oh, this might be
What,
helpful.
holiday
Go
repping
on.
or...
No, because I don't
Look at the
want
image in my head right now, I swear.
It's actually someone in a bath, but like really shallow water.
I think just imagining any man in any bath ever is pretty icky.
But
Yeah.
shallow water.
Because it all
Because they're all like
floats.
bunched
Shallow water,
up.
no
yeah,
bubbles.
Yeah, it's,
Too
a
tall.
it's just like a bunched
I feel
up
like baths
situation.
aren't flattering
The whole
for
junk
guys.
area floats as well, which is not very becoming. Yeah,
Does it float in
it
the
floats.
water?
It's buoyant. I don't know why.
I didn't know that.
I didn't
There's
know
probably
that.
science behind it. We
about
probably
that
need to look
until
into it.
My ick, I had one time when I was dating someone previously, and he was getting out of the car, and I saw his bum crack.
Oh,
And I just didn't like it.
poor lad.
I know,
It was
it's
poor.
not his fault.
I don't like it.
It's not his fault. But you know what? He got it. Like, he got out. I saw the bum crack, and then he like pulled up the pad, and I
So
thought,
he realised.
yeah,
Was it
but it's
airy?
like, no, it wasn't. But it was like quite a low crack.
So were you sat in the seat as he got out?
I was in
and
the
you turned
passenger
the
seat, and he got out.
you?
But he was very like, he's a bit taller, so he got out, and I just
Poor
saw
lad.
like the deep line, and he like pulled it up, and I just thought, well, where's your belt? But
Lads,
yeah, I don't like bum cracks.
We don't stand a chance. Let's all just retire.
But you know what? I feel like icks are very like subjective. Is that the word?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
could just be
yeah.
feeling any mood. Like I could be on my period and you just looking at me is going to give me the
Yes.
ick.
Yeah,
Do you know what
yeah.
I mean? So it really depends on how you
Yeah.
feel in that moment.
I
so.
don't like watching girls run, and I don't ever want to see a girl
Why not?
mount a bike. I find
I
some,
thought you'd
some
find running
runs
quite nice.
strange.
Because, you know, like,
I thought
boobs
that'd be
move
quite
and stuff.
attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
like
slow
Baywatch.
motion. Yeah, fast motion, not the same impact.
Fair enough, fair enough. Moving on, Emma. So we know that Love Island Villa is not just about romantic relationships, it's also about friendships.
Yeah.
So is there anyone else that you think you might stay in touch with when they come out?
To be honest, me and Jess got on really well. And also Jess S. I get confused between, there's about 25 Jesses in there. But
Yeah.
Jess S was obviously my Casa girl. Like, I love her so much and I can't wait to see her. But
No.
Jess, we're similar. We're both from Manchester. We're both quite like dry humoured. Love or hate it. It's how it is. So me and Kieran got on really well. He was just like, thank you for the good chats. Like, I just gave him advice, but Kieran's lovely.
A heatwave has struck the island, and no, we are not talking about the Casa bombshells. It's time to debrief on the islanders' fire fits with headline sponsor eBay. Casa and more equals surprises, and seeing Jess in the rat and boa dress was my type on paper. The legacy runs deep, with the stunning dress previously being worn by Arabella in All Stars, Ella in Series 10 and Sammy in Series 9. For glam movie and date nights to drinks with the girlies, gotta love the versatility. Kieran got lucky with Ellie, Lucy and Emma during raunchy races. Clearly it had everything to do with that sexy Jacquemus tea. Finally, feelings blossomed for Jess and Io when he whisked her away to the hideaway in his iconic Levi's jeans. Could they be boyfriend material? And that's a wrap on these red-hot pre-love looks. Discover more Villa inspiration on eBay. Fashion fit for a second chance. eBay, sponsors of Love Island.
So obviously we had two Islanders leave the villa last night. They've passed through into reality. It was Lolly and Connor.
We also saw last night that Connor took the news very positively. He said, good things happen to those who wait. I mean, Emma, you were with him for a bit. You know what he's like. Do you think that him and Lolly will last on the outside?
Oh, good question.
I personally didn't see much of a connection with them both in there. Like, to be honest, when we watched it, they weren't like very touchy-feely and like
Some
whatever
people
way.
don't do that though. Some people are just like, it's not really that way inclined.
But I think if you like somebody and you fancy them, then naturally you'd be wanting to do that, no?
Yeah, but that's why it's different love languages, I
Yeah.
suppose, isn't it? Not
Yeah,
everyone's the
that's
same. And it is
true.
weird for people that have got certain love languages observing other people that have different love languages because it doesn't seem to make
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Do you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah,
so
that
it
is
might
true.
be one of them
I mean,
situations.
judging from what you know of Connor, who do you think the right type of girl would be for him?
Is it somebody you can do pottery with?
I think Connor needs an actual sweetheart of a girl, like a really sweet, like sensitive person, definitely into pottery.
Like a geography teacher.
yeah, like
Librarian?
Librarian.
Do you know what? Like a primary school teacher. Like
Yeah,
a really
no, I think you're right.
delicate personality, because he is such a delicate personality himself.
Yeah,
I mean, Kieran did have good words to say about him.
Yeah.
He said Connor is the nicest and most genuine person he's
He
met.
is.
So he
He
needs
was
another
husband.
nice and genuine lady.
It's not a bad
husband
thing.
material.
Yeah.
Four times
Yeah.
over,
He got
I
a lot of
believe.
rings. He really did.
He will find his primary school
Yeah.
teacher.
He will find his
Anastasia,
princess.
what do you think of all this? What do you make of this dumping?
I think the right two people went. I don't know if they're going to last on the outside. I feel like, he was single in there. She kind of just maybe went for the easy option. I don't know.
Savage, but
I
positive.
did
Savage,
think
but
this.
possibly
I did
true.
think this.
Sadly, their journey's cut short. But hopefully they last on the
Yeah.
outside. I don't know. I feel like she maybe...
I think it was the moment that she went for like the only person that was available, where it's like,
But he is actually such a lovely person. So I could understand why you would be drawn to him, because honestly, like being in his aura, it's just like fairies and niceness.
Yeah.
Like you just do feel like really calm and like happy in his like presence.
Yeah.
but you don't want calmness, do you?
Clearly I am not.
You just like a little bit of drums.
Girls
Who
like
doesn't?
a chase. Girls like
Yeah,
a
they
chase. I'm
do.
sorry,
It makes
they
it
do.
exciting.
Do you know what I mean?
You
if
know what?
something's there and available at all times, then it's just
India doesn't.
I don't like chase.
easy.
Do you not?
You make me
But that's a
chase,
good
drop
thing.
me out. I can't do it. I'm not fast enough for it.
I
I'm
like
really
to
not.
begin on about 75% drama and then slowly wind that down to about 15 to 10%.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. You don't want the
Imagine-
drama the whole
4.5?
time.
Yeah.
Imagine
No.
starting on 5% drama though. Where's the
Yeah,
break?
you need a little
In the
bit.
most dramatic villa on the
Do
planet.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's mad because even on like movie night and even in any situations, like I was just like, I actually have no drama.
Yeah.
And it's not a
Yeah.
bad thing, but I started
You're
on
craving
5.
it. You're a fiend for it.
Maybe.
So let's talk recoupling then. Seems appropriate. So kick things off. Harry Boy, our Birmingham lad, he's only gone and stole Grace.
Grace has been stolen so many times, and I'm
Yeah.
just
She's
here
very
for it.
stealable.
People want her, and I love
Yeah.
it.
Are we surprised by that decision?
No.
In the slightest?
No.
No.
I think it was obvious he wanted her.
Yeah.
I think he made that quite obvious.
And
Yeah.
I almost think it's obvious that her and Ruben aren't very strong. So I feel like he knew he could do that because Grace wasn't all for Ruben. So, do you know what? I respect him. He had to go in there and make a choice. And
Yeah.
I'm happy for
Yeah.
him.
And I suppose he snogged her in the game, didn't he? But how do you think she's going to react to it when we see the episode tonight?
Do you know, I think she'll be quite interested. Like, I
Okay.
don't think
Do
she'll
you?
be very upset about it. Like, as you said, I don't really see a crazy spark with her and Ruben. I think she's just getting along with them because they're both very nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Grace is always open to getting to know someone else.
That is true.
You know, she doesn't put all her eggs in one basket.
She
She's
made
very
that clear.
open-minded. So yeah, I think they may even have something going on.
Is there anyone else in there for her?
I don't know. What about Josh?
I think she likes Josh.
She does like
Maybe
Josh, but he's off
Josh.
limits.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
he's
told
off
you.
limits.
Yeah, I mean, even in the
Yeah.
challenge, he even said she's given me attention because she has. Like, Grace, she won't overstep the mark, but she made it very clear how she felt, which
Yeah.
is like, I rate her for that as well. In an ideal world, Grace would have Josh.
He did kiss her in the challenge.
He did.
So he's
yeah.
kind of planting
And
the
but he
seed there a
did
little
say
bit.
was he would like to get to know her more, kind of like if Mimi wasn't in the picture.
That was a bit of an annoying
It's all-
thing to say. Like, if
Yeah.
someone said that about me, like, oh, I would like to get you, but I'm actually
Yeah,
not
I'd be
someone
like,
else.
isn't it?
honestly, I'd be like,
Exactly.
don't let me stop you, love. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't let me
I
stop
would
you.
get,
like,
just so you know, I would actually get to know you, but I've actually got someone else I'm not
yeah,
gonna.
like making me sound like a burden. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I've
Yeah.
got to drop the kids to school, actually. So, no, I can't.
I'd be annoyed, but I know she's actually fancying a lot, so.
Yeah. We also saw Harry speaking about his love language and that being physical touch.
Yeah.
And with Grace, she said that, you know, she wants to be with her partner all the time and she loves a bit of quality time. What are our love languages? Let's start with you, Anastasia.
Mine's words of affirmation.
Really?
Yeah.
You look lovely today.
It is like physical
nice.
touch, but I love like nice words.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
That makes me happy.
That's nice. What about you, Chris?
Piggybacks and foot stuff.
That is
Okay.
so bizarre.
So physical touch.
Because there's like 5 love
Yeah, I
languages.
suppose so. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I've gone in the
piggyback
subsection
is one.
category of it, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
What about you?
Acts of service.
Okay, like making
Like-
you a cup of tea.
Not even tea, but like I like people taking the weight off of my shoulders.
Taking the
Because
weight
I
off.
find
Okay.
like I get so like clustered in the brain. So like I
Like,
really,
looking after you.
Yeah, looking after me,
Yeah.
like helping me out and just making my life a little bit easier.
That's
Yeah,
good.
and then the rest of them on top because I love kisses, cuddles.
You want
and
all of them,
talking.
don't you? You're
no,
all
I
fine.
want
Yeah.
all of them. Honestly,
Yeah,
just shower
fair.
with them.
You can be greedy in that situation, Emma. What are you
What about
saying?
you, Emma?
If I get asked that question, I can't say one. It's physical touch and acts of service. A little thing goes a long way. So even like remembering what your favourite drink is or I booked you a taxi
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, that's acts of service.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that just minimum standards? No,
No.
Concentrated.
Mate, you'd be
Not
surprised
nowadays.
the amount of
No.
people that
No.
don't know like little things mean
It
a
shows
lot.
you
Yeah.
pay attention, like, oh, you remember what my favourite drink is, or we've had
Yeah.
a conversation and you remember
Yeah.
those little things.
It shows
like,
they listen. It's nice.
Like if I knew you were really stressed out one Friday
Yeah.
and you've come into the pod all like flustered, you've left everything at home,
Yeah.
and I said, "Here, Chris, here's a Magnum for you."
Yeah, I
You
do.
like that because I know you like Magnum.
Yeah, I
and
do
it
like
shows she
Magnums, yeah.
listens, those
Yeah.
little things.
She's
but
noticed
also,
that, yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
physical
Love them.
touch is mad important.
Casa Amor is notorious for its dramatic moments and shocking switches where islanders have to make tough decisions and do what's right for them. So we're counting down the best Sky Mobile Me moments, Casa Amor edition. This girl knows what she wants, and in third place, we have Jess speaking facts.
I know what my type is and it's that.
Now, Jess may have mentioned that she is the prize, and I love how confident she is, and she always knows exactly what she wants, and she's gonna get it. Coming in at number 2, we have Sean, the sweet salesman, selling himself to Ruby.
I'm the mature man you need.
Yes, Sean, you are mature cheddar. And at number 1, Professor Jess S. manifests.
I believe in the law of attraction. What you put out, you will attract.
receive,
What you
yeah.
manifest, you will attract. What you think, feel, and speak, you will attract.
Understood.
And I think about Io.
I mean, if that's what she's been manifesting since week 1, she is a master manifester because he ran straight after her. Unlike Casa Amor, Sky Mobile offers hassle-free switching. Simply text to switch and embrace your me energy.
Joey. You can take it from there.
We have Lola and Joey. They were the hot topic of the conversation last night. So we saw that Joey told Lola that she could turn his head.
Well, he also asked her for a chat first, which I think is so rogue.
It was a lot. We also saw him say things like, oh, you know, I want to see you put your grafting skills to the test. Now, do we think he really wants to see that, or is it just a little bit of an ego boost?
He's just too used to being a lad's lad. Like, I just don't think he's used to just settling down.
Yeah.
And he's not thinking of Jesse's feelings here either, like, at all.
It is a lot. I mean,
That's true.
We did also have Lola going up to Jessie and like confronting her about the situation, kind of being a bit more like respectful.
Yeah.
We would have probably expected Joey to actually tell Jessie about that, wouldn't we? What do you think
100%.
about it, Emma?
Genuinely, exactly the same. Joey is a showman. He's done this for how many years? Even when we went in, he was just saying to us, like, get your grafting boots on. Like, if someone says, get your grafting boots on.
Is that why Sean says it all the time?
Get your grafting boots on. Do you know what, Joey? Thank you, babe. I'm going to lace them up right now and I'm going to go and do my thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what?
Never get the grafting boots. That's what boys have to do.
Do you know what I mean?
Girls
Like,
get grafted. Do
thought-
you know what
Yeah.
else? He asked her, am I solid? And I don't even know exactly what he meant by that.
He asked her that question. It's just so wild.
What is going on?
Like, how is
in the
somebody
House of
else
Commons?
supposed to know
I
if
don't
you're
think he
solid?
thinks.
He clearly doesn't think too much, to be fair, because during the Ice Cube game as well, his actual couple, the girl he's been with for 3 or 4 weeks,
my gosh.
snogged him as the person that is most playing the game.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
He said,
man.
I respect it. He wasn't even angry
He
about
was
it.
proud.
He wasn't even mad about it. And that just shows that he's just like, do you know what? Yeah, I agree. Like, that's how it is right now. What a guy.
I mean, touching on the Ice Cube game, we saw Joey make a very bold decision. So he had the option to choose someone for best face,
Oh, God,
best personality, and best body. Now, the results of that were he chose Jessica for best face, Matilda for best body, and Jessie, the person he is coupled up with, for best personality.
Yeah.
Now, is there any right way to play that game?
It's such a lose-lose situation. Like, what do you even do?
Well, in an ideal world, I'd want to be all three.
Yes,
So you
absolutely.
get 3 kisses?
So I get 3
Yeah.
kisses.
Was that an
Yeah.
option?
I'm not sure,
If-
but I
no.
would do it either way just to be the right guy.
It's not allowed. It's against the rules.
Obviously, it's a sticky situation, and to be there, I would probably have been raging, but maybe just like a peck on 3 girls, unless it was Jessie. But I feel like, didn't you go like fully for it with everybody?
Fully for it with everyone.
Open mouth snogging,
Do you know what I mean?
Is it rogue the word to use?
I think
but
rogue
I
is
feel
perfect,
like
yeah.
if I was in that situation, knowing that I've been coupled up with someone for maybe 6 weeks, I would actually like you to kiss me for face. Because
Really?
if I've been with
I
you for
would.
6 weeks, it's a little bit obvious you like my personality. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like with the Love Island Villa, it's such a physical and visual place. We're all walking around in bikinis. We're getting dolled up every night, and as much as you don't want to say it, it is very much based off of appearance.
You don't
Yeah.
marry a face or a body, and you marry a
Well,
personality.
at this age,
I think personally, if I didn't get personality,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what, you don't like me?
no, but I just feel like
But then I'd
personality's a little
still be
bit obvious.
devastated that I didn't get face and
Yeah,
body.
because I feel like if you kiss,
You
like, for example,
would.
my best friend for personality, I wouldn't be mad because I know why my best friend has a good personality.
Yeah.
No,
Bloody
but surely
I'm
you'd
best
be like,
mates with her.
Yeah.
go with air then.
No, you'd be like,
No.
well, I know you get on with her because she's
Yeah.
funny.
Do you know what I mean? But if you're kissing somebody else for face, I feel like that is a massive hit to the ego. When you come in as a bombshell,
I agree with you.
and sometimes you have to pick first without even knowing what the person sounds like.
Yeah.
You're going off of first impressions, which unfortunately is face.
Do you know what? I will say this one last thing. After 6 weeks, and all you can say is you like their face, I'd say that's insulting.
Okay, but then how do you think Jessie feels knowing that the person that she's coupled up with doesn't think she's the prettiest girl in the villa?
What
What
a
would you
bad
prefer?
question.
Yeah.
Like,
You
obviously,
prefer
I want
face.
them to, like, all 3, but it would really stress me out if they
Yeah,
didn't pick me
I'm
for that.
walking around the villa
Like, I'd be thinking about it all the time.
knowing that you think somebody else is more
Face is-
attractive than me.
Maybe I'm just coming at it from a male perspective. Or maybe I'm
yeah.
just coming at it from a
Maybe.
niche weirdo perspective.
Maybe.
But like, I would prefer personality, I think. Well, the Ice Cube game was tumultuous, and it only got more tumultuous, let's face it, because Kieran dropped the Ice Cube and he had to decide who he had the most sexual chemistry with, aside from his actual girlfriend, in front of his girlfriend and all of his mates.
What? Again?
That
what?
was
He went with Matilda, which we know to be very close to Nicole. Was that...
literally
Yeah.
inseparable.
Well, you know what, guys? Maybe he did it in the whole situation where it's like, you know what? He knows Nicole and Matilda are best friends, and it's like the easy little cop out. Like, look, it's your best friend. It means nothing, you know?
Got to pick someone.
He's got to pick
Yeah,
someone.
he had to do it. it.
does.
I mean, I feel like it would have been worse a little bit if you picked Grace.
To be fair to him, not going for Grace was the best thing he could have ever done. So
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will blow over by the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also saw Josh, and he kissed Nicole for the most arrogant.
Yeah.
Now, that took me by surprise. And he made a little comment to Kieran saying, do you know what? I guess that's why you guys are like, you know, most compatible because you're both arrogant.
What
But
are we saying
I don't know where
arrogant?
that come from.
I'm not really sure.
Maybe he just thinks because they have obviously a good chance at winning, like they're solid and they're maybe just sure of it.
yeah.
That could be his angle, but you know what made me laugh was the way that Kieran
Bit of sabotage.
reacted. Kieran was like, excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Because I will have a chat later.
Yeah. And I was like, go on, Kieran.
It is shocking.
What do you think?
I just think it's getting close to the end now. People are probably getting a bit like in there, a bit
Getting their backs
catty.
up.
They're
Yeah.
stressing out, and I feel they're just the obvious couple to go for because they've just won most
Yeah.
compatible.
Yeah.
The only
So-
other thing that I can think of is that they're being a bit smug because they're in a couple. Couples do get like that. They're the only like girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
Maybe they're being a bit like, oh, come and sit with us and we'll counsel you through your
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
But I don't even think
can't see
Nicole
them
and
being
Kieran do
arrogant
that.
is a-
I think
is
they're
a
just
strong
content.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, also, you've got to be sure of yourself.
Yeah.
If you're the only
100%.
one in a couple, like, it's not my
What
fault.
does that show? Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You just got to lace it up, move on, and wear it.
Very
it's
true.
okay.
Yeah.
Very true. And
Okay.
speaking of making it to the final, Io kissed Nicole as the Islander that would do anything to make it to the final. It was a respectful kiss.
It was a
But
respectful
the
kiss, which I do
situation
rate.
was possibly not that respectful
No.
in terms of what's being said.
No. But you know what? Quite frankly, as someone who has also been in the villa, I've never really understood why other islanders get their back up and get a bit upset when people want to point out the fact that they want to win the show or they want to make the final. Yes,
not a
we
bad
are all
thing.
here for love, but at the end of the day, it's a game show.
is a game
So
show.
50 grand involved or not, you want to win.
I feel
It's
like
a
everyone
game.
forgets it is a game
It's
show,
a
Dan.
game.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to lose a game?
Yeah.
So I just feel like it gets a bit lost in there and everyone feels like, oh no, I don't want people to think I want to win. You should want to win. You should
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
play it well.
It's not a bad thing that you have found a boyfriend and you want to win.
Yeah.
Where is the
Yeah.
bad in that?
I think it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Like when you've got a boyfriend, it's like, yeah, babe, right, now let's try and win this
yeah,
thing.
let's
Yeah.
get this money.
We
Yeah.
can do
They're
it
not
together.
doing anything
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe because like the idea of saying that someone's playing a game is also saying that they're being fake, and obviously the
Yeah.
point of the show is to be authentic. But it is a game show.
It is a game show.
lest we
At the end of the
forget.
day, lest we forget. Right, guys, we've done it.
Oh.
That is the end of the morning after pod. Emma, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having
Anna,
me.
thank you again.
Thank
Again,
you.
you're with us all this week.
I am.
Chris, we don't have you tomorrow,
I'm retiring.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I've talked
But
enough waffle for 1 week.
I will be here tomorrow with Amy Hart. So yeah, guys, we cannot wait to see you tomorrow.
And make sure you're spreading the word, telling your mates, your family, your aunties, your uncles, your nieces, whoever you've got available to you. And we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.